the dirt, broke her wings in the fight. Shadows circled on, swallowed the light. The world says stay down, but she won't comply. She's staring at the ground, but aim for the sky. Ashes fall, but she's still breathing. The fire's gone, but she's still seething. She'll rise again, like a phoenix through the flame, my friend. Burning bright where the darkness is. She'll rise again, rise again. They whisper she's weak, but they don't understand. Every bruise is a badge, every scar a command. The night tried to drown her, but she learned to swim. The tide pulls her down, but she fights from within. Ashes fall, but she's still breathing. The fire's gone, but she's still seething. She'll rise again, like a phoenix through the flame, my friend. Burning bright where the darkness is. She'll rise again, rise again. They whisper she's weak, but they don't understand. Every bruise is a badge, every scar a command. The night tried to drown her, but she learned to swim. The tide pulls her down, but she fights from within. Ashes fall, but she's still breathing. The fire's gone, but she's still seething. She'll rise again, like a phoenix through the flame, my friend. Burning bright where the darkness is. She'll rise again, rise again. Rise again. Rise again. Rise again. Rules for the broken, none for the blessed. They walk on water, we drown in the rest. Staring at shadows while they light the flame. What's the cost when the line gets crossed and no one pays the price? Two sets of scales, one tips and one prevails. Justice on a crooked rail. Scales, one truth that always fails. They whisper the verdict before the trial's begun. Hands washed in silence while we hold the gun. Shouting for answers, but the echoes just run. Who decides where the truth resides when it's all just a game? Two sets of scales, one tips and one prevails. Justice on a crooked rail. Two sets of scales, one truth that always fails. Where the truth resides when it's all just a game. Two sets of scales, one tips and one prevails. Justice on a crooked rail. Justice on a crooked rail. Two sets of scales, one truth that always fails.
Lies alive, rules for some, none for the rest. Who made this thing, who rigged this test? Eyes blind shut, but what they see. Justice ain't for folks like me. Selective justice burns when Behind closed doors, the truth conceals. Scales tip heavy, hands stay clean. The shadow hides where they've all been. Crooked lines, they draw the map to keep us running in their trap. Selective justice blurs our name. The guilty walk, the innocent take the blame. Selective justice tears the seams, rips apart what fairness means. They draw the map to keep us running in their trap. Selective justice blurs my name. The guilty walk, he walk, the innocent take the blame. Take the blame. Selective justice tears the seams, rips apart what fairness means.
Hey, hey. What's up? What's up? What's up, Sly, Natalie? I'm going backwards. Criminal Med, Rhodey, Just Irish in the house. Blonde Gypsy, Jay. I think that's it so far. So, how you guys been doing? I've had a long day. But so many things I want to discuss. Because these people piss me the fuck off. Thank you, Irish. I do sound better. I'm finally kind of back to normal. Halloween was good. My son had 2 parties, Friday and Saturday. So I didn't get much sleep. But it was good. But you guys want to see what I got today? I never, ever buy flowers for myself, like ever. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Holly. Like, who buys flowers for themselves? And I'm in Kroger's, and I pass by roses, these purple roses that are, whatchamacallit, that are deep purple, and they're like 35 cents. I'm like, 35 cents? No way. Look how fucking pretty these are. Literally 35 cents a piece. Hold on. I sent it to Sage, so I just got to pull it up. I'd show it from Discord, but I can't. Oh. Come on. Why is Facebook stupid when I need it to be good? Oh, I know why. Ah. Did I send it to I sent it to a regular phone. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. No, I think because they were Valentine's Day. I mean, not Valentine's Day, Halloween. I just got to send it to myself. All right. Don't mind the mess around it. I was emptying groceries. Aren't they so pretty? 35 cents a piece. I was like, oh my God, I have to have them. So I bought 6 of them. I can't beat that. So that was my big find today. But yeah, like I said, I never buy flowers for myself, but at 35 cents a piece, fuck it, why not? Aren't they beautiful? So Holly, it's funny that you mentioned that about that scent because I wasn't sure if people were gonna like it. I made it into a lotion for guys and they absolutely love it. I have not found a guy that doesn't like it. But I didn't know how well it was gonna do as a candle because it's such an interesting scent. So I'm so glad you like it. Because it is an odd combo, but it works. Do you really, fan? I never do. I only got 6. There were only 9 of them, so I just got 6 of them. But yeah, 35 cents a piece. But how fucking pretty are they? And the baby's breath, those things last forever. I just thought it was so pretty and I had to get it. It was purple. Hey, Johnny. It is. It's because when I first read about it, I'm like, I don't know how well this scent is going to work. And like I said, I knew it was a manly scent, kind of. And by the way, if you guys don't know, it's a strawberry leather mix, which sounds like a really weird mix. But like I said, I used it for lotion and guys love it. I actually have to order more. But I was like, all right, people are liking it. At least for guys' lotions, people are loving it. And so, but I'm so glad you like it in a candle. I mean, I like it, but doesn't mean everyone else will. So, all right, I don't even know where to begin right now. Yeah, I think because of the strawberry counteracts it, so it's not too strong. But I agree with you. I happen to like it, but I'm a very woodsy type person. Yeah, it's strawberry leather. I know it's a weird combo, but it works. You can't really smell the strawberries that much. I thought about adding more strawberry to it, but then I'm like, you know what? Let me see how it does like this first. But yeah, it's strawberry leather. So, all right, let me get the hard stuff out of the way. Or the easy stuff, whichever way you want to put it. Did I or did I not tell you guys Brittany has no fucking attorney? I won't say I told you so again. But I do live for it. So, yeah, I told everybody weeks ago she doesn't have an attorney. So if you guys don't know what's going on, Brittany called Granny's attorney and actually said to them, "It's imperative that you call me back." The lawyer did 100% the right thing. And that was tell your client, which is what he did. He told Granny. But he also told Brittany, he wrote Brittany a letter and said, "Brittany, I can't talk to you. You are represented by an attorney. I can only speak to your attorney." And he called her, he wrote this on Halloween, because I guess she wrote it on Halloween. Hang on one second. Phoenix, can you grab me a water, please? Today? Oh, there's none in the fridge?
Ethan's friends drank it all.
Well,
Ethan's friends drank it all.
seriously? Assholes.
Ethan didn't stop them.
Of course they drank it all. Called her bluff? I don't even know if he called her bluff, but he did what a lawyer's supposed to do. And if you don't really know how lawyers work and stuff, when you're represented by an attorney, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. When you're not represented by an attorney and you are pro se, a lawyer of the other side has to speak to you, like Betty. Anytime Betty wanted to speak to QB's attorney, she could just call him or email him or whatever, and vice versa, because Betty was her own attorney. But in this case, Brittney keeps saying that she has an attorney. And not only that, but for the shit going on in PA, yeah, you got Lesniak. That's the only person that lawyer's going to speak to. Now I got the hiccups. That's the only lawyer that they're going to speak to. That's just the way the law works. That's not coming up with anything. I mean, that's just the way the law works. So Brittney not having a lawyer doesn't know this. Because for her to say it's imperative for you to call me, what? Brittney, learn the law before you tell a lawyer that it's imperative that you call me. Granny's lawyer doesn't owe you shit. Like, and all these people that want to stick up for Brittney or say, I don't know that she doesn't have a lawyer. Yes, I do know. And it's not because I called him or anything else. You just have to connect the dots. If you know the law and you know how this shit works, then you know Brittney doesn't have an attorney. I'm not a fucking genius. I promise. I don't have 180 IQ. I'm not a psychic. Well, maybe a little, but I'm not a psychic. I can't predict things. It's just common sense. Connect the fucking dots. And again, if you don't understand how the law works, then you're probably not going to realize that she doesn't have an attorney. But if you understand the law in depth like I do, then I know for a fact she doesn't have an attorney, because there are things that she did even way back in the beginning that proved to me she didn't have an attorney. And, you know, I've voiced my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I understand why a lot of people don't know the law. Be thankful if you don't know the law. You know what I mean? Like, be thankful that you've never been in a tumultuous, you know, court battle that went on for years where you had to learn the law. Be thankful. Believe me, I wish I didn't know the law. But you don't even have to have in-depth knowledge. You just have to have basic knowledge. And you knew that she didn't have an attorney. So all these people from the opinionated moron community, you know, who want to stick up for her when it's convenient for them, they should really keep their fucking mouths shut. Now, am I a pro advocate for fucking Queen Bee and all them? Hell no. But at the end of the day, the things that, I mean, this is going to come out wrong, so don't hate me for this. But at the end of the day, half of the people on the dark side have spent time in jail, or they've been arrested, or they've dealt with the court system, or they're felons. So again, I'm not trying to be an asshole towards them. Just like I'm not trying to be an asshole towards the opinionated community. But you can't tell a bunch of felons that they don't know the law, because they do. Queen Bee knows the fucking law. She's been in it enough. She's hired enough attorneys. Um, Clue has been through the system with her ex. She may not have been a felon, but she's been through the system with her ex. Jay, I'm not 100% sure. Granny's been arrested. Yeah, Felons United over on the dark side. But then again, Jay has been involved in a lot of heavy shit. She's been involved in court cases. I heard her say today, and I thought this was funny. She had said something about, I think it was on Granny's, but she had said something about not answering a response or something, and how dumb are you? Well, Jay's saying that out of Jay experience, because Jay had a $10 million lawsuit against her from News Nation, and she fucking ignored it. And I think she lost by default because of it. I don't know what happened from it. Obviously, she doesn't know she doesn't owe $200 million. But the point is, Jay knows from personal experience how the courts work and why you shouldn't ignore things. Granny's crimes, I think it was shoplifting or something. I'm pretty sure it was shoplifting. I'm not 100% though, but I think I remember hearing that. So my point is, as you can't play anything News Nation, but I'm just saying, like every single one of them understands the court system and they understand how this stuff works. So there's certain things that they talk about that they haven't been wrong about, and stuff that they may not know. Granny and them has learned over time being in the RICO case. So I really just don't know why these people who don't know jack shit about the law think they know everything. No, they know nothing. And to be fair, I would probably take more advice from an ex-felon or from a felon as far as how the courts go than I would over someone who's righteous, who's never even gotten a traffic ticket. I'm sorry, but I'd rather take my advice from a felon about the courts. Exactly. You have to be in the system to know the tricks of the system. I'll give you a real quick example, and I've spoke about this before. Before me and my ex went into this tumultuous 6-year custody fight, we had an incident that involved the cops. He spent 9 years in federal prison for trafficking cocaine. I knew nothing about the law. Cop came to the house, wanted to come in. I didn't see a problem with it. He's like, he is not coming in this house. You don't know what the fuck he's going to do. He could plan something. Brad, he just wants to talk to us. You're dumb. You never let a cop in the house. Why? My brother's a cop. What do you mean don't let a cop in the house? I had no idea why he was acting the way he was acting. I thought maybe he was doing something behind my back. Like, why are you freaking out so bad? 4 years later, custody fight rolls around. And I was always taught, don't ever lie in court, ever. You never, ever want to lie in court. I see this motherfucker lying left and right. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? I was like, why would you lie? Well, you know what I learned? You give yes or no answers. You don't try to fucking explain anything. And you lie if you have to. Plain and simple. And before my custody fight, I would have never, ever, ever guessed that. I would think that giving explanations is a good thing. No. You say yes or no. Yes or no, sir. That's it. You be as cold-faced as possible. You do not give any kind of emotion, because a judge may not see it the way you think they do. And I love the advice my lawyer gave me. And I transferred it to a lot of cases, online. And I'm like, no, they acted that way because that's how you're supposed to act. Like shit like that. But there's just so much stuff I did not know before I went through all of these years of bullshit. So, like I said, I'm not faulting these people for not knowing, but they shouldn't keep judging people who do know. So, I had said weeks ago, probably months ago, Brittney does not have an attorney. Plain and simple. And everyone told, I mean, not you guys, I'm saying the opinionated community and other people making it out like I didn't know what I was talking about. Brittney has an attorney. Even Granny today said something about that she believes Brittney paid $2,000. Dude, her attorney is not that good. There's no way she paid $2,000 for 3 C&Ds. This isn't New York. This is fucking North Carolina. The bumfuck North Carolina. There is no way in hell she paid $2,000 for it. Then, allegedly, the C&Ds, the overnight shipping was $200, but there was no overnight shipping. It was written or filed or something on September. All right, I'm giving the wrong date. Yeah, I think it was September. Like September 1st. I mean, I could be wrong on the dates, but something like September 1st or September 10th. And then they got it like 8 days later. So that's not overnight. I know Brittney told everybody that $200 were overnight. Okay, I ship daily. Overnight shipping on a piece of paper is not $200 for 3 of them. Just so you know, I ship daily. I could tell you right off the bat how much shipping is. Between an envelope, a box, what size box, how much does it weigh? Something that weighs under a pound. Like if you can get a package under a pound, it's almost nothing to ship. And even if you're shipping it overnight, it's still almost nothing to ship. So that's true. Overnight requires tracking and a signature. Good point, Fana. That you would have had to have a signature, which they didn't. And they were shipped late. And that's why I'm telling you, that $200, I don't believe was for shipping. I believe that $200 was for the C&Ds. I do not believe those C&Ds cost more than $50, $75 a piece. Not from that attorney. He's not some hotshot attorney. And I'm just not seeing any proof that he was on any docket anywhere. So a lot of Brittney supporters don't want to admit this. And they're running their mouth like, maybe she got robbed by the attorney. No, she didn't get robbed by the attorney. She absolutely did not get robbed by the attorney. I would even go as far as to say she wrote the fucking C&Ds, or her and Betty or somebody did the C&Ds. That I would understand. Okay? And then she had them sign them. That's what I think. Send FedEx overnight Clue. I'm not even talking about Clue. I'm talking about the original 3 C&Ds. That's what I'm talking about. The original 3 C&Ds I'm not talking about Clue and Cletus. That's after the fact. All right, hold on. Let me back up. Clue and Cletus was done by them, not by her attorney. It was done by Brittney. So try again coming in here with some bullshit. We're talking her attorney, not her C&Ds to Clue and Cletus that didn't use an attorney. But Brittney spins things so much that people forget that. People all of a sudden forgetting that Brittney didn't use an attorney for Clue and Cletus. Okay, I'm going to try this again, Piper, and then I'm going to ignore you. Okay, let me say this again. The original C&Ds were shipped from her attorney. The ones to Clue and Cletus had nothing to do with her attorney. Plain and simple. If you can't understand that, then you might want to go somewhere else. Because the ones to Clue and Cletus didn't have anything to do with an attorney. That was done through a restraining order, people, or whatever. Clue and Cletus didn't even have an attorney, Piper. That whole thing went through domestic violence or whatever the fuck it's called. No, Piper, it did not go through her attorney. I'm not wrong. How much do you want to fucking bet? I'll bet you fucking $100 right now, Piper. How much would you like to fucking bet? She got restraining orders. No, we're not, UA. Piper said that they're only talking about the ones from Clue and Cletus. Yeah, but their C&Ds are included in the first round, which was bullshit. Clue got, yes, that's the original that came from the lawyer. You are correct on that. But no, Cletus didn't get one. Clue did. Not Clue and Cletus. Only Clue got a C&D, not Cletus. Clue and Cletus got the RO. Who was not? All right, Piper, I can't with you. Either you're going to pay me or I'm just going to ignore you. That's it. Because go to Brittney or something. I don't know what to tell you. But unless you pay me, you're completely ignored. Anyway. So going back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by somebody who doesn't need to be here. So, all right. I wish. Bye-bye, Piper. Have a good day. Now you just got on my fucking nerves. All right. My Aaron received C&D once via email. No, what I was trying to say, though, the original C&Ds that Clue got, Granny got, and Queen Bee got, those were a joke and a half, but we know that already. But we know that came from an attorney. Then Clue and Cletus got these restraining orders. But that had nothing to do with payment to her attorney because it did not come from the attorney. So it's a payment from the attorney is pointless. There is no attorney given. There was no attorney for Clue and Cletus, period. So for anyone like Piper to say that, oh, well, signature, share, it doesn't matter. It never came from her attorney because she didn't have an attorney. That's obvious. And everybody knew she didn't have a fucking attorney. Well, not everybody, but most of us with a brain knew she didn't have an attorney, especially when she showed up to court late and not giving a fuck and wasting everybody's money. that's when that's was definite, like, you don't have a fucking attorney. But the thing that threw me off, not threw me off, but Jay and Nonsense never got a C&D. Jay and Nonsense, who talk about her more than anyone, well, besides Clue now, never got one. If you raised all this money, you know, the measly $8,000, if you raised all this money, why wouldn't you send it equally out to everybody? That's what I don't get. Wouldn't you send it out to Jay and Nonsense and Queen Bee and everybody? I mean, if you're sending out CDs, then fucking send them out. I totally agree, Pamela, but it's not even just her subs. 3/4 of the opinion, excuse me, 3/4 of the opinionated community actually think that this bitch has an attorney, or thinks that she got robbed by an attorney. She didn't get robbed. The only people that did the robbing was fucking Brittney against her subs. And idiots, pure fucking idiots, believe her. And if that insults somebody, I'm sorry, but it's true. And I'm not trying to be insulting to anybody, but oh no, C&Ds don't do much at all, Holly. But for creators, Claudia, I totally agree. I'm not so sure that it all went to Craig though. I do think a lot of it went to Brittney. I do think a lot of it went to household stuff. I don't think it just went to Craig, because that's a lot of money. And I know Craig said he got, you know, a couple of new things, but I think it was more than that. I think it was stuff to fix up their house, the new fridge, shit like that. I don't think it was just all Craig. But how someone could sit there and lie to their subs as much as she does, and they continue and continue and continue, it just blows my mind. It does. That's what I'm saying, anyway, that she had some home renovations to do. She, you know, they talked about new fridge, new cabinets, new this, new that. I do think a lot of the money went to that. Yeah, but Craig also did get, hey, Joanne, Craig also did get money from his dad. So that's why I don't think it all went to Craig. I really don't. Because Craig did have his own money, or does have his own money. So, and that's another thing. If Brittney actually had an attorney, that attorney would have called immediately. Just like I'm sure Lesniak has spoken to Granny's attorney multiple times. Yeah, grifted for beds and then fuel money to go buy. Did they really? That's so weird. Like I said, I could see being in a jam. Hell, I'm in one now. I could see that, but light bills and all that kind of shit, no. That's fucked up. Hey, Lacey. No, because she's going to talk her way out of it. That's why. She's going to completely talk her way out of it. And her subs are going to be like, yeah, just like when I heard people saying today, Ash 274, you're one of them. Well, you don't know that. You don't know if she got, if she has an attorney, Laura. Yeah, I do know. I absolutely do know she does not have an attorney. And you have so many people, hey, sweets, you have so many people that believe her bullshit. And I can't for the life of me figure out why. Are these people that stupid? Are these people that blind to what's in front of them? I don't get it. I just don't. I never got it. I don't understand it. Just like I don't understand 500 fucking people in Queen Bee today listening to Beat Tim when QB wasn't even anywhere to be found. Who the fuck wants to listen to Beat Tim all night? Blech. No offense, but you got screws loose if that's the case. Now, did anyone hear what Granny said about it today? Or did anyone not hear what Granny said about it today? Because Granny and Jay had a nice little conversation today. Being honest doesn't pay anymore, Di. I'm telling you, I've learned that. You're honest and people want scammers. They really truly do. All right, let me get it. Why did I just do that? Oh. Trying to find the beginning.
Wee Frosty gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Wee Frosty.
Oh, hi, Wee. I haven't seen Wee in forever.
I know.
Hold on.
No, you're fine. Let me, I'm going to find this for you guys. I found this so funny. All right, give me 1 second. Can you imagine if I called BJ's attorney right now? She'd go live and say I'm stalking her, I'm harassing her, all the things. I mean, tell me she wouldn't. She would. She absolutely would.
Can you hear that mower?
Goodness. She called him a back alley lawyer.
And it's pretty hilarious because she figured out how it worked when she either. When he was
like Rachel didn't even respond back. Like, based on the Pennsylvania rules of professional conduct, this all.
I was actually just kidding about you not having artists from your area. But you
we got a lot of artists. We got a lot of rappers.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure.
You don't got a lot of. He released his album. They released it for a 10-year. Anyway, remember we showed
Philly back again.
Yeah, but there's some hits.
Yeah, that's both of us combined because I'm Motown. You're Philly.
I always wonder what Motown meant.
What?
Yeah, man.
You don't know what Motown is?
Now I do. Chicago.
No, it's
Detroit.
Oh my God. I am so done with you. Go ahead. What idiot are we talking about?
I have 50 million conversations running through my head.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, so we filed the 10-day heads up for a default judgment, right? And I showed you guys the other day that on that paper it said, you have 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it said to contact your counsel immediately, whatever.
4 quarters is $2.
It is. And guess who called my attorney?
Oh my God. Who?
Brittney.
BJ?
She must have been confused. Yeah. I don't.
Wait a minute. Was it Rancher?
No, it was Brittney. It was Brittney. Brittney called my attorney, which I found to be highly inappropriate. So she left a voicemail and basically told him it's imperative that he calls her back. And he's kind of like, no, it's imperative that you get your attorney to call me.
What?
Yeah. So he emailed her and he attached Lesniak and he attached Rancher and he wrote, "Dear Miss Jackson, this office is in receipt of the voice message you left this date, October 31st, 2025. We are unsure which of the above referenced matters you wish to discuss as we are counsel for Miss Sang on both cases. Kindly note, Joseph Lesniak, Esquire, is your counsel in the At Night media. Based on the Pennsylvania rules of professional conduct, this office cannot discuss the aforementioned matter with you because you have legal representation there too.
Now, let me just point out too. Hey, Pine, let me just point this out too. Her lawyer didn't have to tell her any of this. He could have easily just said, I cannot speak to you, get an attorney. I thought it was actually really nice that Granny's attorney really laid everything out for her, which he did not have to.
As for the latter reference litigation, this lawsuit was initiated by this office based on a cease and desist letter drafted and sent to Ms. Sang by your counsel, Rancher Harris.
Sorry, I had to mute because I didn't want to laugh over you. Oh, I love this for her so much.
It's really she's stupid. Like, please no, this is your counsel.
Which case, bitch?
Which case are you calling for?
Your lawyer's directing her back to her lawyer.
To her own lawyer.
Wow, BJ.
So then he said, we cannot discuss the aforesaid with you because based upon our knowledge, information, and belief, you are represented by counsel. If Rancher Harris, Esquire, is not your attorney concerning the latter reference case, you should have your retained counsel for the declaratory action contact this office directly. If you are handling it pro se, you should formally inform the court. Thereafter, you can contact.
And I just want to say that's a really interesting point that I did not think of. I don't know how Pennsylvania works. I can only speak for Iowa in this regard. But I didn't have to enter anything pro se. The courts did that for me. You know, when he had an attorney. So the fact that nobody has even entered anything in Brittney's behalf, whether it be the clerk of court, whether it be Brittney, whether it be Rancher, whether it be Lesniak, whether it be somebody has to be on record. And the fact that nobody, including the clerk of court, has put Brittney as a pro se litigant, Brittney hasn't filed anything with the courts. I don't know if that makes sense, but Brittney has not filed anything for clerk of court to file it as a per se. They don't know who Brittney is because she's never done anything with the courts. So I hope I'm explaining that right. It is per se as a default, but you have to be in the court system to get that default. Do you know what I'm saying, Fanta? She has to file something in the courts to make it where they'll put it in as pro se. She's never filed anything with the courts. They have no clue who Brittney is other than this restraining order, which, you know, she showed who she was for that. But I find it like even to go one step further, there is nothing in the courts that they could make her pro se. So with the lawyer telling her that you need to enter it in the courts, recognize. In order for you to enter it in the court, you have to have filed something in the courts. She has filed nothing, which to me speaks volumes.
This office via email. Otherwise, we cannot discuss this lawsuit with you either. Thank you for your advanced prompt attention here too. Yeah, so like first off, what made you think you can just ring the other counsel? Proof she's not an attorney, doesn't have an attorney.
Right. Tell us you don't have an attorney without telling us you don't have an attorney and calling yours.
Yeah, call
regarding missing the deadline, correct?
Probably. I mean, we don't know what is.
Well, I mean, the deadline.
We can only assume.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I actually really love that.
And then to say to him, it's imperative that he calls her back. Okay. So
you're gonna pay his bill, bitch? Oh yeah, right. That's right. You will eventually.
You will actually. But needless to say, so neither Lesniak nor Rancher responded on her behalf.
And I think too, it's funny that he didn't respond to the questions about the C&D either. When he
like Rancher didn't even respond back, like, hey, we sent the C&D, but we don't represent her, nothing. And I asked him, do you expect Rancher to respond to you? And he said no. But you know, it's pretty much obvious now that he is not representing her. Because she would have known you don't get to call the other counsel. You just don't get to ring their phone and say it's imperative you call me back. No, it is imperative you get an attorney.
Well, maybe she shouldn't have ignored and laughed off the service when she received it the first time.
I'll respond on my own time. I'm not following Granny's time frame. Who does she think she is?
Right.
What
I'm not
it
on
is,
her
just a
time frame.
loser. Right. And then here you are.
So when was this written? Or I'm sorry, what
Halloween.
day? On Halloween.
Halloween.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So before
Halloween.
she went out trick or treating, she called your lawyer.
Told him it's imperative that he calls her back.
You better call me back. Skip trick or treating and call my ass.
So yeah, he actually ends the email by saying, "Hope you have a wonderful All Hallows Eve."
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
We had a good laugh out of it.
All Hallows Eve. I love him.
I'm mental block. I said that to him. I said, "What does she think that if she calls him, it freezes the time frame or something, or is she going to call him and say, well, your client's a bully?"
She thinks she can do whatever she wants. Is the crazy thing with everything.
She has no idea how legal procedures work for somebody who initiated not one but two of them.
Well, and it's pretty hilarious because she figured out how it worked when she showed up at the RO hearing late.
Yeah,
and it was dismissed. I mean,
but you have to understand, it's not Granny's timelines. Every single court case has a timeline. It's just the way it is. Hey, Tony. And that's the problem that people get run into with the law. No, you're not black, sweet Steva. That's the problem that people run into with the law, is they think that things work on their own time frames. No, the law has time frames.
Get a clue, bitch.
I like that. My favorite part.
$8,000 and he can't even make a fucking phone call. Where'd the money go, Beach?
My favorite part is kindly note Joseph Lesniak is your counsel on the At Night Media. In case you don't know who your attorney is.
He should have included a link to that court TV interview and said, in case you forgot, this is what he looks like. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I did find it to be quite comical, especially the imperative. I find it's imperative you call me back.
It's all on her terms, y'all.
Right. Like, yeah, like, first off, you want to pay my attorney for holiday hours? You don't call somebody on a fucking holiday. It is a holiday.
And that's another thing, which I didn't think of until she just said it right now. Granny pays for that. All right, so Brittney calls her attorney and says, it's imperative you call me back. Let's say that they have, forget phone calls, forget lawyers. If he calls her back and spends 2 hours on the phone with Brittney, guess who gets hit? Guess who gets that bill? Granny does. If they speak to an attorney, Granny still gets the bill, but no attorney is going to be on the phone for 2 hours. They're going to do 5 minutes. They're going to be like, okay, see you then. We'll meet up for lunch, whatever.
Listen, some attorneys will find a way to charge you for everything. You want to call me on the Sunday? That's overtime.
See, my attorney's on the dark side. He celebrates All Hallows Eve.
I guess she thought he was busy hanging out in a alleyway or something.
With all the demons.
With all the demons.
Oh, Christ. I absolutely love this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's the same guy she accused of harassing her because he tried to do his job. That she's calling his phone.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. You harassed me, but now it's imperative you fucking call me, you bastard.
Oh my goodness. She called him a back alley lawyer. Said he probably busts his kneecaps. Said he's harassing her and then has the audacity to call him like he's going to have a quick chat with her.
I'm right.
Oh my gosh. You don't just call an attorney. This is the true crime guru.
Oh, Lord.
I said something like, aren't you curious? Like, don't you want to?
And to be fair, I could totally see Granny saying that. I can totally see Granny trying to convince her lawyer, just call her back. I don't care. Just call her back. Let's find out. And a lawyer being like, I don't give a fuck. Her lawyer did the right thing, but I can so see Granny being like, a typical girl and typical, I'd be the same way. Like, just call him back. Let's find out, So I totally get why she says that.
Call back. Oh, he's like, no. Oh, damn it.
Whew. It's just too much.
I'm like thinking, like, can I teach him how to record a phone call? Will he do it? Like, no, he's just a professional thing, but just to send an email that says, I can't speak to you, dumbass.
Oh,
you have counsel. And if you don't have counsel, you need to file yourself in as per se on the court. You should thank him for the legal advice he gave you there.
She's just so stupid.
She's now gonna say she needs an RO against my attorney because he told me that she called. She's gonna try to make that like it's something. I guarantee it.
Her attorney wasn't supposed to tell her that, y'all.
Yeah.
I was calling to discuss the case.
He doesn't have a right to tell Granny I called him. Which is quite funny too, because not too long ago, Nick actually emailed Barbecue's attorney. And Barbecue's attorney didn't take that lightly either. And he responded back, added all the attorneys in, and basically told Joseph Lasniak, get your clients under control. They are no way welcome to email me. Because once you have counsel, you should never go. That'd be like me calling up Lasniak right now. Why the fuck would I ever?
No, your attorney would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy, right?
Trick or treat, BJ.
Thank you, Lee. And our friend Wee Frosty gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Wee Frosty.
Oh, hi, Wee. I haven't seen Wee in forever.
I know. I was thinking that too. It's been a while. It's been a really long time.
Sorry, hold on.
No, you're fine. Let me, I'm going to find this for you guys. I found this so funny. All right, give me 1 second. Can you imagine if I called BJ's attorney right now? She'd go live and say I'm stalking her, I'm harassing her, all the things. I mean, tell me she would. She would. She absolutely would.
Can you hear that mower?
Yeah, but it's not loud. You're fine.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Mm-mm.
You in the 30s yet?
No, not the 30s yet. No, thank God.
Yeah, I love this time. Like, a little weird, yeah. People go all out here, though, but I think because it's so nice, like in Michigan, it would get cold.
I think I would love it. 70 on Thursday. I love that. Lee says, I had a little surgery, and then my 12-year-old rescue pup passed away. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Sorry. Chandelier hanging.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to give 2 separate time frames. Like the first one was when she first got served.
Right.
She had 10 days to reply, then she didn't reply. So then you filed for default. She's got 10 days.
Yeah, first she had 20 days.
Oh.
But she arrogantly said, oh, I'm not on Grady's timeline.
Okay.
I'll respond when I want to. And she didn't. And then we hit her with the 10-day heads up that, hey, you passed the deadline. You have 10 days. Now she can respond, but she can't argue. Right? She missed her opportunity.
She can't bring anything new in.
Right.
Gotcha.
She can't even like dispute the
So
claims
what can she do? I mean,
let me look at what
would be her options if she can't argue it? Maybe try to like remediate or something.
Yeah, hold on.
Straight Talker says, do you expect Lesniak to submit something today?
So notice of intent to enter default. If she doesn't answer, we file a press P for default. That notice is required before taking a default in PA. I forget. I got to see where he said, because I know he said like she basically can't answer it now, but she can. I don't know.
I think she thinks if she ignores it, it'll just.
She can answer it if she goes to the courts and tells them what went on. The courts will always give a pro se defendant a lot more leeway, but you would actually have to go to the courts and file something.
Go away. That's wild to me.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
Jake Hells. Yeah, what a day. She's still a loser.
Still a loser. Was behind a little bit. Left my ass off at the attorney. I mean, that is like, and it's like, if I was somebody who donated to her fund, I would say something like, wait a minute.
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when she shared that with her mod chat.
I know, right? Well, and that's the other thing. Like he said, I'm not calling her back. I don't know if she's recording me and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he can't call her back anyhow because it would be improper. But when I said to him, like, you didn't answer, he's like, no, I'm not answering. He's like, I don't, like basically we don't trust you.
Yes, today's Monday. Casual art.
So then she left a voicemail, and all I know is that she basically said is imperative that he calls her back.
Imperative. I love that.
Yeah.
The entitlement is off the charts with this one.
Yeah, and it's like, he does represent me in the RICO as well. So did you really think you could just call him and have a conversation with him? Did you think you were gonna, pull on his heartstrings and make him feel bad for you and he was gonna stop the process? And what did she think she was gonna converse with him about?
And furthermore, did she think you wouldn't know?
Right. Did you think he wasn't gonna tell me? Unbelievable.
Yeah, unlike you, Beach, she pays her lawyer. He actually
Right.
works for her.
I was just thinking that, like, you think he's going to converse with you, especially on a holiday? I don't care if people think Halloween's a holiday or not. It technically is. He's going to converse with you, and
it was a Friday.
What? Right.
See, I'm not sure if Granny says it or not. I know she says it, but I don't know if we missed it. But Granny says something that is so fucking important that so many people forget. Granny's lawyer works for Granny. Jess doesn't work for her attorney. So many times people think that you work for your attorney. No, your attorney works for you. You call the shots. Obviously, they know the law, but you call the shots on your attorney, not the other way around. And Granny says it at one point, and it's such an important point for people to understand.
You don't call a lawyer on Friday and expect a call back. Fuck off.
Yeah, and you shouldn't expect a call back either way. She should be lucky he's not a back alley attorney, because he could have got her on the phone, had her say whatever to him, and used it against her later. Seriously.
I can just hear her too on that voicemail. It's imperative that you call me back.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Mr. So-and-so.
Back alley
My
attorney.
name is Brittney Jackson, and it is imperative that you call me today.
I'm calling about your client, Jessica. Did I see Brenda Stapleton defected to Dark Side? I don't know. I don't know what you saw, because whatever you saw, I likely did not see.
And Craig in the background while she's on the voicemail.
Yeah.
You want these nuts?
Tell him he gonna have him a lawsuit.
Tell him he can suck these nuts.
And that's like what's crazy about it is he's very much aware of everything, right? Like, my attorney's been very much involved in all of this, so he knows exactly who and what she is. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Shauna.
Or did she explain to him? I would have my attorney call, but he's flat rate, so he can't. So it's imperative that you return my call.
I imagine the phone call would turn to like, are you aware of what your client's doing? Are you aware she's a stalker? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's imperative you call me back about Jessica Lynn.
Jessica Lynn.
I can just see BJ acting all bad, thinking she's going to call your lawyer and set him straight. I see it opposite. I see like she was going to call and try to emotionally manipulate him out of doing his job. That's how I saw it. Like, she thought that if she called him, she would freeze what's happening.
It's crazy to think about what she would have said to him.
I was so curious, but unfortunately he was not. But imagine, I'm telling you, imagine if I called her lawyer, Jay. She'd be live telling everybody I'm stalking her and I'm harassing her lawyer and I'm calling, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's not how that works either, straight talker. Like, he told her, if you're pro se, if you don't have an attorney, then you have to enter that on the courts, to the courts. If you don't know how, too fucking bad. Don't start litigation that you aren't ready and prepared to follow up with.
Right.
You know?
You started this fucking ball rolling.
Wait, what happened? Reality spent hours doing her makeup and waiting for the Halloween live, and Britt ghosted her? No shit. Oh. Then whose live was Brittney on? Because I heard somebody talking about it today. I don't remember who. But someone was saying that she dressed up as... Oh, I forgot. Not a Joker, but something like that. Whose live was she on then? Wow. Jeepers Creepers. Thank you, sweet man. I knew I heard it. I was like, a Joker or something weird. Thank you.
Right. Why did she call my attorney? I'm assuming to do with the 10-day default, but I don't know. Calling her a lazy piece of shit, a lazy wasteful.
We said, I'm calling you not as a plaintiff, but a mother and a professional wife.
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't start court stuff if you're not going to stay on top of it. That's
I'm calling you not as a plaintiff, but as a mother and professional white person on YouTube. Where was that said? Did I miss something?
Start litigation that you aren't ready and prepared to follow up with.
right.
You know?
You started this fucking ball rolling.
Right. Why did she call my attorney? I'm assuming to do with the 10-day default, but I don't know. Calling her a lazy piece of shit, a
Look at
lazy
we.
wasteful.
We said, I'm calling you not as a plaintiff, but a mother and
Mother
a
and
professional wife.
Oh boy.
She actually said that in her declaration. Brittney's statement is professional white person. Are you for real? I don't think I remember that or even knew that, technically. That's insane. I had no idea that she put that in there. Not the white people, that is Craig. But was that in the declaration? Oh, okay. So that's not in the declaration.
Yeah, don't start court stuff if you're not going to stay on top of it. That's a big
Right.
mistake.
And if you're not, you know.
Flat
Gee,
rate.
golly, Karina, that's funny.
Got the flat rate and bought Craig a ring and a watch. No, for real. I mean, where the fuck did all that money go, dude?
Yeah, because it's clear. It's clear as day that that he's not representing her in any other matter, let alone this one. And the fact that he sent her a request for $200 for the overnight shipping makes me question even more if she gave him a down payment of $8K, because that's what that would be taken from.
I'm going to say it again. There is absolutely no way that she gave him $8,000. That is a blatant lie. Because Granny also brings up another good point. If that was the case, then he would have that flat fee. He wouldn't need to charge her for more money, ever. And I also believe if she got robbed by him, she would be letting people know. She would absolutely go live stating how she got robbed by this attorney and he's screwing her and all this other stuff. She's not saying a word. Nobody in Brittney's camp is saying anything about Brittney getting robbed by this attorney. That's why I don't believe it.
Wait,
You know-
what? I didn't see that.
Yeah, so when she sent the overnight C&Ds, when she sent them through FedEx overnight, he sent her a request for $200 to pay that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's literally a la carte.
Right. And if she actually gave him a flat rate, that 200 would have came out of that 8K.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't believe she paid 8K. I don't. I believe she probably paid 500 a pop.
See, but Granny keeps saying that, but Granny, she only sent 3 C&Ds, not 2. I mean, not 4. And I really don't think that dude is worth 500 a thing. And if it was a flat rate, why would he send her an extra bill for 200? That tells me he did nothing except that $200. That's it. I really believe that $200 is all it was. North Carolina C&Ds run on average $75 to $100. I'm not even sure that the attorney wrote the C&Ds. Hey, Tragedy Pimp. I'm not even sure that attorney wrote the C&Ds. There are so many attorneys that you can hire just to use their name. Maybe that's what the $200 were, just so he can use their name. Just my opinion. Because I think you can do that with a lot of different attorneys, where you could say, hey, I need a lawyer, but I don't have the money. Can I, can you do me a favor and I'll write them? Can you just look them over, sign them? Look them over and sign them. And then this way, hold on, I just took my ears out. And this way, when, and then mail them from your office so it looks like you have an attorney. That's what I think happened, honestly. I don't think it's anything more than that. See, the thing with Lesniak, though, they were actually in a court case, but Lesniak was clueless and knew absolutely nothing. Like, the man was clueless.
And then use those same things several times to make it appear as, look, here's the 8.
Right. I don't believe anything she says.
Yep.
Does she still have her fund up too?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Someone
I
said
think
she
so,
did.
yeah.
She's just not like actively sharing it, but it's there.
Interesting.
How do we think she'll spin this, Granny? Either she won't mention it, or will she say you're lying?
I dare her to say I'm lying. I mean, the proof in the pudding.
You'd be a fucking idiot if she says you're lying.
Right.
She knows you'll prove it.
And then you'd be essentially calling my attorney a liar.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's right here. Here's the email.
Oh, geez. There goes that.
So, tell her.
Have a wonderful All Hallows.
Yeah.
So what do we think, guys? How do we think she's going to spin it? Not mention it or make up a lie, or what will she do?
I don't know. I guess it depends if her audience is going to ask her, well, Brittney, is he not representing you? Didn't you tell Brenda Stapleton you were going to use her $1,500 to represent yourself in PA? You didn't get anybody to represent you? I would question it.
And this is the second thing they've ultimately kind of questioned when she showed up at the court for Clue and Cletus. And they were like, wait a minute, why wasn't he there? Why didn't he handle this?
Right.
Before it got dismissed.
And whatever. Everybody knows he wasn't involved in that because, again, if an attorney is involved, they have to enter their appearance on the court docket. What is court today for, Nicole? Playing 30, just like you said. Her court.
Who has court today?
She said Brittney does.
She'll
say your attorney is playing dirty, just like she said her court screwed her when she missed a hearing for Cletus. He's not playing dirty. My attorney essentially works for me, right? That's not playing dirty to let me know that one of the plaintiffs contacted him.
And he didn't even have to write her back, did he?
No.
He didn't have to do shit.
There's a reason he wrote back. Yeah, he could have just left it alone. But, like I said, Nick and them emailed Barbecue's attorney directly. That's a no-no. They got reprimanded back in the DMs about it. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. You go through your attorney.
Oh, she has court for her seatbelt ticket today. Oh. The ticket she got the same day she was served, right?
Yeah. That Friday was a special day for her.
Friday.
Sucks when your Fridays go this way.
Seems like she likes to try to take care of business on Fridays when it's too late.
Well, why? Yeah, she didn't pay that ticket. She chose. Yeah. Hey, Megan. You guys don't think she'll show up? Yeah, let's see if Rachel represents her today.
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
She's probably just going to not get the points or whatever.
Didn't Craig just say the other day that that attorney doesn't do what did he say? He doesn't do filings or something. I can't think of the actual word he used.
Oh, I don't know. He said so much bullshit.
Yeah, but he basically made it clear. Petitions. He doesn't do petitions. And I'm like, what?
Oh, like the RO. It doesn't even make sense. But then again, this is a guy that thought you could hire your own prosecuting attorney.
Yeah, and his girlfriend thought she could just call somebody else's attorney. So, there's that. If she would have paid the ticket, she would have avoided court. Petitions, yes. She was still saying last week.
Hearing.
She was still saying last week that goes to the attorneys. Yeah, she wanted to get out of paying it. She probably wanted to make it this big whole ordeal. She'll probably go into the judge today and be like, well, you guys didn't help me with an RO. Oh, good golly, James. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good golly.
It'll be interesting to see what wasn't it interesting that she wasn't afraid on Halloween of all nights?
Not at
all. The
all.
person that walks room to room with a pew-pew on her can barely handle pumping gas anymore out of fear was
Island, 100%. I've been saying that from the get-go. all it takes with Brittney is people like Nunya and Jonesin and the opinionated community to pat her on the back and support her. That's all she needs. She will then continue to scam people. Why she looks up to them so much, I don't have a fucking clue. But it's like she gets this pat on the back from them, and that's all she needs. And then her subs think, oh, well, Jonesin accepts her, or Nunya accepts her, or Dietz accepts her. So that must mean that she's a good person. And if they're allowing it and they don't think she's robbing anybody, then I'm good. That's what's happening. And it's fucking crazy to see.
Was very unaware Halloween night for somebody who's so terrorized and afraid.
Did you hear her and Craig get into it?
No, I missed everything. What did
I
what did they
haven't
To a point, UA, but not really. Hey, Angela. Hey, you're not green anymore. We need some members. Although none of my mods are dropping member link. So I can't totally blame you guys.
reviewed her in a while, right? So I've just been kind of catching here and there.
Yeah.
But I think it was last night. If I'm not mistaken, someone in chat, I'm sure will correct me when it was. But the review I watched was last night. And he was like, I come in here to hang out with you. He's like, you don't appreciate it. Like, the only reason I'm in here is so I can spend time with you. Did you guys hear that part?
He said before that she doesn't spend time with him, that they never spend time together.
He's like, and you don't even appreciate it. And then she kept muting, but then she
Shelbell, I don't know where you live, but a seatbelt ticket around here is like $350. Just saying.
come back and they would be going at it. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. And they kept muting and they were literally, oh, Nonsense played it. That's who. I watched it on Nonsense yesterday.
You know, I was saying the other day, excuse me, I think she keeps allowing Craig to do what he's doing because her audience is like, you poor thing. He's so mean. You deserve better.
Yes, that's what they were all saying too.
Exactly. But remember when he came out that what a
I'm going to say this again. I said this a couple of months ago. I don't believe that it's all Craig. I think Brittney is the problem. I do. And I've been saying this for so long, and everyone's like, no, it's Craig. It's Craig. No, I think it's Brittney. I think Brittney is a control freak. I think that she's most likely a complete narcissist. And I think she's a manipulator. And I think Craig is an idiot. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think a lot of it is Craig. I think a lot of it is Brittney.
POS he is through documents, through racking. They were all like, oh, poor Craig doesn't deserve this.
Oh, well, they were all in the chat bashing him, and she was kind of caught in the middle, and then he caught wind that they were bashing him, and that was when the fight ensued.
I see right here, Nonsense says, unfortunately, there's a whole fight coming up here soon.
I didn't catch that, Glitter.
fighting.
I didn't hear that part. She said, what did you think about his mom having to leave his birthday presents? He never goes anywhere. And then BJ sending her the thank you message. How ungrateful. And if it was my boys, I'd be mad. I didn't catch that part.
Wow.
He did tell BJ to fuck off too. Like, fuck you. It was pretty intense.
Pretty interesting. Pretty
Between the
interesting. He didn't go trick-or-treating with them, and they're terrified. Their kids are in danger. They didn't even go around Halloween night.
Nope.
I found that to be very
Damn, I'm moving to Wisconsin. Yeah, it's like $300 here, I think. Once you get done with court costs and everything. So hold on a second. Craig didn't even go trick-or-treating with his kids? Why? Why wouldn't you go with your kids and your girlfriend?
interesting, to be honest. I'm glad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that happened and that they got to spend time and whatever. But
yeah, really. I mean, it looked like her kids were having fun, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's just the dramatics that she's laid on everybody for months now, and that type of moment, similar to Lauren, right? Lauren saying she's so terrified, she drops it out of the courts and brings it to YouTube, right?
Right.
So what? Your fear just is gone now. Everything's better. Same thing with Brittany. Like, wait a minute, you went from walking around with pews and being terrified, and looking over your shoulder. You can't sleep at night. You can't leave the house, but you sure as hell can distractedly go live while trick or treating.
Mm-hmm. And she was trying to get me all pissed off at Clue too.
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
What was she
because
doing
Clue
with that?
dressed up as me for Halloween. She had like this dread wig on.
Oh yeah, but that was all in good spirit, like fun,
Right.
wasn't it?
Well, she was reviewing Joneson. Joneson was reviewing. It was actually really pathetic
Yeah,
because
that's exactly
Duchess
what
had the
Brittany does.
Halloween, right? Did you see the
Mhm.
Halloween thing on Duchess? It was cute.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they were funny.
They had fun, right? So Joneson reviews them having their fun, and then BJ plays Joneson reviewing them having their fun.
That's always what she has to do because Brittany
Uh-huh.
can't do it on her own. So she always has to play somebody. That'd be like
Somebody
if I
else's
played,
words.
right? It'd be like if I played every time you went at Brittany, if I just played you, right? Like,
Exactly.
she can't do it herself.
Right. She doesn't want to get her hands dirty by it being her thoughts, but she'll play someone else's.
Right.
So she's playing it and she's like, oh my God. She's like, wait till Clue comes up. And because I had went into Clue the next day and I super chatted her and I said something about you're going to get karma for that or whatever.
Right. Like,
And I was laughing. Yeah. Like
Right.
I wouldn't super chat her if I was honestly
mad
mad.
at her. Right.
And she's like, what? Jay super chatted her and said there was going to be karma. Oh my God. Ugh, look
You
what
wish.
she did. Like, ugh, that is not flattering. Da, da, da. She made fun of Jay. It's like, no, fuck off.
Wow. I actually thought Dutch's husband making fun of Craig was brilliant. It was literally
Dude.
hysterical.
I was laughing out loud. I don't laugh out loud too much when I watch shit on my TV, and I was roaring at his little hands
Oh
and
my
that
gosh.
music.
He was just, it was perfect. And, his little things
And
all,
then
it
when
was just-
Duchess said that he actually dyed his goatee and shit, so it was dark because he's got salt and pepper. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
It was
So
so
he really went in for the character.
yes, he did.
If the Proud Singer supporters their own Halloween party, then not even going live is pretty ballsy. I agree. Her pathetic plea for Julie S. No. What was that? Do you know about that?
Oh God, her pathetic plea for Julie S. No, I don't know about that, but I know that
Tell us
Julie
more,
S. is
Poetic.
over there crying again, mentioning me a month later.
Why?
Ugh, I don't know.
Mm.
All I know is that allegedly she sent an email to
Okay, I guess I'm wrong. It's only $45. A child seatbelt is $191. I've never gotten no seatbelts in like 30 years. So I didn't know, but I thought they were much higher. But no, it's $25.
a mutual friend of hers and mine
Oh,
and ask them to do a favor and talk to me so I will talk to her. She's triangulating and it's too much, man. Like I said how I felt and I just moved past things. Like she's not unwelcome.
right.
You know what I
Just
mean?
doesn't have to be an ordeal.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna fuck with that anymore. And that's all.
Mm.
But she was crying and Jay won't talk to me and Jay's the bad guy and it's just like I can't.
Mm.
So then this Barb goes live and says, oh, there's a feud between Jay and Julie. So I went and corrected that. I'm like, there's no fucking feud, dude. Stop. Like, no one's feuding.
Yeah.
It's her going live and talking about it. I made a statement a month ago and let it go. And then she accused me of changing my intro, my Cooterville intro, and slowing the part where she's in it down and making it say liars and grifters over her photo. I haven't changed that since I made it like 9 months ago.
Wow.
She's been in there the whole time. It never changed.
And she's now acting like it was changed to put that over her. Like, to
Yeah.
make it like you're subliminally speaking about her.
Yep. She said, I'm in between Nick the
Ugh.
Hat and Bullhorn Betty or some shit. And she went back and
Let me also state the whole cooter thing with Jay is not new. Jay started that years ago. And I remember this because we used to get trolled with cooters and everyone told me that came from Jay. I mean, they were always funny. Like it was never bad. But they used to come in all the time. They had this whole thing and everyone knew it came from Jay. I'm going back to like 5 years ago. So nobody should think that that whole cooter thing is new with Jay. Jay's always had it.
changed it and slowed it down so that when the song sings grifters and liars, it's me on the screen. Like, no, it hasn't been changed. It's never changed. Yeah, exactly, Angie. 10 months ago, I made that video before I even started talking to her. She was in there from 10 months ago. And now she just made it right back in there. So there you go. She's like, oh, I had a comic partner. She was so good at, saying her part when I did my skits. What? I'm not your comic partner. That's weird.
So that's why Brittany's trying to reach out to Julie then, because she sees a small
Absolutely.
fracture and fucking weirdos.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Weirdos.
That's why she tagged her and said, I'm sorry what they're doing to you. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Just stop, man. If she would have just came into my chat and been cool after she heard what I had to say and let the shit go, it would have been nothing. But of course, here we are a month later in this random crying live where Jay's the bad guy.
Yeah. It's like, why? Like, why now? Like, what brought this back up again?
Right. All of a sudden I get all these messages. Julie's live about you. I'm like, what? Why? I don't know, man.
She said you were the straight man. What does that even mean?
When she explained doing the skits, she said I was like the straight one that had kept like a straight face, I guess.
When did you ever do a skit with Julie?
Oh my God, a long time ago. She came up. What did we improvise? Reality? Is that what it was, you guys? She came up and we did a little skit. And I think I asked her questions about like she was reality.
Right. Okay.
But to use that against me, like we had fun then. Like, why do you gotta like
she's
turn
thinking
it into
too deep into everything?
Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, the kayak lady, that's right. That's who it was. Kayak. And Julie was like, no one can hear that, and just kept doing it. And Voices was like, no. And people in the chat were like, yeah, we can fucking hear it. It's gross. Like, we don't want to hear you chewing. And then she started flipping off the camera, and then she hopped down.
Low key, right? She's not funding my litigation. Not at all. I appreciate her donation, but it's not funding my litigation. That's wild. That's literally wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if Queen had a problem, Queen could have said something, but I don't know if she was away from the keyboard or what. But that's what I saw, was like Voices was like, stop. And she was like, no one can hear that. She's like, you're fucking gross or whatever.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I do hate the sound of chewing though. It does drive me mute. She was smacking gum that one night. It was driving me nuts. But I just told her, I said, I'm smacking.
Lindsay says, mouthful of Raisinets and flicking people off.
I think the flipping off is kind of funny. I think that's a funny way to go down.
Is that still up?
I don't know. I don't even know where it was.
Let me see if I can find it.
I said, this is half of my net proceeds on Super Chats for the month. $99.96 rounded to $100. That was what Julie gave, $100. And again, I appreciate it, but it's not funding my litigation. You all have helped fund my litigation. Everybody has, not her. Not just her. Like, she's not like this huge contributor to her. She's not giving thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it without sounding rude, because I appreciate what she's done, but she's not funding my litigation.
Let me reshare that.
I think someone was tipsy.
I was gonna say, was she a little tipsy in this?
And then that officer disappeared.
You're eating again. The cat is going crazy.
They can't hear it. It's chocolate. You can't hear that. You just see my mouth moving.
We can kind of hear
We
it.
can hear every little lip smack. It is gross.
Drop me.
That lip smack was smacking.
Look at her. What the fuck?
Lip smack. It is gross.
Drop me.
I can't drop you.
Oh God, I'm sorry, but that just sounded, that just sounded like BJ.
Anyway,
I heard the smack.
That's really
sound like
a low blow.
Okay.
She said that's a low blow.
Anyway,
Which movie? Okay, can I ask?
It's booing you every time you eat. You smack. You sound like Molly. Stop it. Yes, it's awful. Stop.
I have this thing about me that, like, when I find something annoys people, I tend to do it more.
I understand that.
I'll
But
stop.
seriously, stop eating. It is
No,
like,
I cannot.
Stop
I
it.
cannot promise you that. I'll only ask one more question. I'll drop down. Okay? So you don't have to give me, because of what is more Halloween. Does anybody know? You can say what year it is too if you want to. If anybody knows, this take horror. Drew from the natural colors and seasons.
Oh, you are?
You could hear I can't stand the sound of eating either. So
I get it. I mean, it was Halloween. You're munching on Halloween candy, whatever.
yeah, she was having a good time. She's asking these questions. She's, probably a little tipsy because of the way she was making her jokes. And let's face it, we are like that does sometimes.
Damn, you know,
Yeah.
everybody's got their own fucking personality. It's
Well,
funny.
it's funny that Brittany's trying to like feed on this little fraction here to like slide in, and it's like, dude, Jolie has dedicated herself to make it more to try to slide in on.
Started, you know,
Right. I'm
little
trying to find
something brats.
where
I think there was more. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to figure it out.
did the nonsense play the actual fight they had.
Oh, you want me to get you the timestamp?
I December
what?
2nd.
2nd. Oldest son's birthday. Really? That's cool. Veteran.
Yeah, that
I kind of let I kind of let karma just come around on people a bit more.
yeah, absolutely. Lives are in danger. It just I said that the reason Brittany hates me is because I saw through her. I think she wants nothing
Yes.
more than to be part of us. The few times that like I would say like she would be like she would mimic.
In the way of the manipulation and everything. It's just wild.
Absolutely. Pull this up. What?
You said oop.
Oh, I did.
No, I said oop.
Oh,
Pull it oop. Oh, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet.
yes. Hit the
It gets
thumbs up.
out in the algorithm.
Please.
I always hear Cletus's voice. Incorrect. I have to.
Yes. Already.
Oh,
So-
Jesus.
Let's start with so Alana, Daddy could never hold a grudge against you. So apparently he has custody of his son, right? That's what he's telling everybody. He has paid all the bills and he was making like $3,000 a week off of even on the Zoom. And they're like, are you
fucking training so that these people aren't thrown to the wolves, because she seemed to have gotten the worst beating or whatever it was, and they feel like she didn't get any justice. And he said, I wish I could have just lifted Kaylee out of his hands and put her in someone else's hand. All the neighbors coming out yelling, Michael. The shark stick vacuum works good with pet hair, or it doesn't.
It does. Mine did. Mine did, Perry.
Turlet. Her son
I-
dressed up as a turlet.
I don't think it was to poke at Clue.
That's where that came from. I was fucking wondering where that came from because somebody said that the toilet thing had something to do with Clue. I'm like, come on. Clue's not that narcissistic. I highly doubt it had anything to do with Clue.
I don't think it was to poke at Clue.
Is that a popular character?
Yeah. I mean, it was popular. It's not popular now. It was popular, a while back.
I
but-
don't know any of those things because I'm 50.
Yeah, it was Skippity Doodah. It was this toilet head guy. But no, I definitely don't think. I honestly, to be honest with you, I think we kind of look goofy saying it had anything to do with Clue. It's a little.
I think it's funny. Like I told her, oh, he dressed up as your turlet, but I don't think he really was dressing up as Clue's turlet.
Yeah, I don't think they were.
It does, Sin.
Brittany wants to know why nobody talks about Sebastian anymore. Why doesn't she? Why doesn't she?
I think she
She's the
did
one-
last night.
Right, of course. She needs a fallback topic.
Yeah, she's like, we're back, y'all. She was on her main.
Yeah.
My granddaughter was Wednesday too, and I didn't even know who that was. She had to tell me.
You didn't know who Wednesday was?
Wednesday too? I know Wednesday from the original Addams Family, like da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
this
never
is
watched
like
the
a
show,
newer.
though?
No, the
Oh.
original one, yeah.
I don't know that.
Tucker, I haven't been on the LCU in months. So if you saw me over there anywhere in the last 6 months, probably not me.
Glitters forever. That sounds funny. Hey, when she says the stupid Rico, right? The stupid Rico. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Stupid
Until,
Rico. I wish they stopped talking about Rico.
yeah, I can't wait until she has no choice and it all falls down on her to see just how non-stupid this was. Just to feel the impact, the financial impact. She'll never understand or feel the mental impact of it ever, but at the very minimum, the financial. I can't wait. Or maybe she will. If we sue for malicious prosecution, maybe she will. Maybe she'll understand the mental aspect of it too then.
Oh,
Why? It sucks over there. It's so lame and boring now. Like, no thanks. And I'll never go anywhere that I have to pay to comment.
Craig had things to say about you last night, Granny.
Yeah.
He said you're behind all this. You're the leader.
Yeah. Just because your girl fantasizes me as the end all be all doesn't mean I am, Craig. You know who's behind it all? Your stupid girlfriend. Oh, shut up, Watt.
Who?
Watt. You know, Granny, Justin has never called you a name. Yeah, he did. He accused me of running a criminal enterprise. Watt. I'm not wrong for saying that. Justin is a scumbag.
He is
seems to
a
always
slime ball.
be in the middle of all the drama, except for on his channel, right? On his channel, he's never involved, right?
He puts out misinformation on his channel. Wow.
Yeah, no, he is a scumball, slime ball, skim biscuit, whatever you want to call it.
Exploiter. You like that word better? Exploiter.
Yeah, that's better. But he has called me names. He literally tried to push that I'm part of a criminal enterprise. Okay. For drugs, right?
Do you want to hear something cute? A cute story? So, did you say?
And MGL and Josh and all those people, if you are a good person. You just knew all of our business, but I'm glad you're still watching. Can you hit the thumbs up? What do the victims get out of CrimeCon? I don't know.
Well,
they're victims that go.
I'll tell you, because they've been interviewed about it. They feel like they get support. They feel like they get from lab people, David and Kristen Middleman.
And then down here it says that it goes to the National Center for Victims of Crime.
Oh. All proceeds
will benefit.
Yeah, there's always something in the wording.
Right. Donations are tax deductible and receipts will be provided post-event. That's interesting.
NCVC. I don't think I've ever even heard of that organization.
National Center for Victims of Crime.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's true, Straight Talker. They get to meet other people. I know next to nothing about CrimeCon. It's history and growth before hidden true crime. Appreciate this convo. Thank you, Dale girl.
It's funny that
Token, I'm savage. I don't find her funny. I don't find her entertaining. I just don't care for her at all.
That CrimeCon advocates for this nonprofit, but you should.
Am I the only person that has no desire to go to CrimeCon? I think it is the biggest fucking scam. And I've done a lot of conventions. Music industry, I've done plenty of conventions. Spoke at many of them. I got news for you. I have no desire to go to CrimeCon. Who am I going to meet? A bunch of fucking parents who lost their kids? I'm sorry, that's not a celebrity to me. Nancy Grace, I could care less about. News reporters, I could care less about. I don't get the pull of CrimeCon. I really don't. To pay like $400 and $500 a ticket for what? What the fuck are you getting? I know. And what I wanted to do, UA, I wanted to get a booth there for candles. That I would still do if it was close enough. Like, you know, if they did Nashville again, I would definitely get a booth for my business. But to spend like $400 or $500 to sit in a room with news reporters, why? Like, who am I going to meet that it's worth $400 ticket? $400, Island.
Sure don't hear them ever talk about it.
I was thinking
I didn't even know.
Right. Because it's exactly what you've been saying they need to have for these victims.
Yeah.
Panel discussion on police abuse and harassment.
I mean, I wonder if this organization has a booth there to like give resources to victims. That would be helpful, right?
Yeah, it would be. Really helpful if it was more advertised. Straight Talker, that's awesome, especially because I don't have it on subs only. Thank you for telling me. I would love to go to CrimeCon. I would absolutely love to go to CrimeCon. I don't know why, but I would not. I agree. Those prices are just too much.
I mean, you can get a day pass, I think, for like $350, but that's a lot.
That's a lot still too. Yeah.
And I think that only gets you into like the main area. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's extras.
Oh, Penny Farthen. That is one of the sweetest things I've ever heard.
She's so nice. What'd she say?
I know. So she sent me a PayPal. I don't know if she wants me to read it out loud. But basically, she's passing on good fortune to me. And that's just really so sweet and thoughtful.
Aw.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Penny's very kind.
Very, very kind. actually, I don't think has anything to do with it anymore. That's interesting. I've never even heard any victim family member mention that nonprofit. Me neither. Where are they? I don't see them. They blocked me.
Are you almost to 18K, Granny?
I am. I'm a few
You're
shy.
right on the cusp.
Help me out, folks.
Where are
A
we
few
at
more to go.
exactly? What's your exact number right now?
934.
934. We only need what? 76? I'm not good at math.
76.
How many souls do we have in here right now? 1,146.
If I make you sub to count. To chat. I don't know how to do that anymore. Oh, that's just a. Thought there was a way to do it while you were live over here, but
Wow, Trixie. I paid $45 to go to Fan Expo and meet real TV stars. Screw Crime Con. I mean, they do have you stay at a nice place, though. They do get, nice resorts and shit.
You know what I like? I loved. I don't know what I just pushed. Moderation activity. I don't even know what that means. I absolutely love HorrorCon. That's a good one. Nobody gets hurt during that.
Yeah. That's the one I've always heard about, like Comic Con and like the horror ones.
Yeah, they're
horror movie.
So I went to CrimeCon and I'm looking at it. I was trying to show you guys like what they have. And I'm looking at the previous one. Like one of the big thing was iced tea meet and greet. Who the fuck cares about iced tea? An evening with iced tea behind the SVU badge. Separately ticketed event. Okay, Ice-T is an actor. I mean, he's a singer, but he's an actor. He doesn't know anything about crime. That's a TV show. Like stupid shit like that. Oh, wait, here's see the schedule. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Oh. Hang on. Yeah, iced tea. And it's a separate ticket. So this was the last one. Have a seat with Chris Hansen. No, thank you. Bone Valley, Leo Schofield's Road to Exoneration. Could care less. Beyond the headlines, the unspoken crisis of missing murdered indigenous relatives. Great. From tragedy to justice, inside the Delphi investigation and prosecution. I think we already know all that. The Daybell case. Who cares? Inside the investigation. What happened to Ellen Greenberg? An American miscarriage of justice. You can see all this online. The Behavior Pair. Master in the Art of Truth and Deception. You can watch their YouTube channel. The Future of Forensics. How Ortham is blazing the trail. Again, you could see it on YouTube. The Murder of JonBenet Ramsey. You could catch on YouTube. Groomed by Their God. Inside the Floods of Machinery of Cult Recruitment. Who gives a fuck? More of the Delphi case. Celebrity Death Dissections. Who cares? I know Just Irish. We're getting to that. That's right after this. Caught in the Camera Eye, the prosecution of Susan Smith. You can find this all online. A Family's Fight for Justice. A Conversation with John Walsh. No, thank you. Manhunt. The Final Hours of the Boston Marathon Bombers. Okay, again, you can watch that on demand. Trial by Ambush with Marsha Clark. Okay, that was like how many years ago? 30 years ago? The Vanishing of Relish of Rudd. I don't even know who that is. Postmortem Interval. What the Dead Are Trying to Tell Us. Again, you can watch that online. Stolen Babies. How do you find someone who doesn't know they're missing? Okay, again, probably a TV show. 6 Questions with Small Town Dicks. Don't care. The 911 Experience Dispatch in Progress. Okay. The Murdering Marine. Inside the Life of Andrew, I don't even know who that is. Udalis. Expert Witness. Profiles, Predictors, and the Promise of AI. Might be interesting. Killer Pitch, how to sell crime on TV. Oh, that's a good one. The Body in the Bag, a ride along with Cheryl Mack. Who cares? Prosecution of Monsters. Inside Colorado's most tragic cases and the man at the heart of it all. That's what you're paying $350 for. Nice. Sorry, I'll pass. Did you hear about the Coleman lady who was arrested for drug trafficking and her soon-to-be ex-husband just got caught in a bus? No, I did not. But if you want tickets, and I think to be an exhibitor is like $1,000. I think. Let's see. A 6-foot table is $850. 1 6-foot table. I couldn't even display everything on 1 6-foot table. So to my normal booth, I would have to spend $5,750 for a booth. That's insane. But 1 6-foot table is $850. No, anyone can do it. But I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. I mean, 850 isn't horrendous, but not for 1 6-foot table. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what CrimeCon is. It's in Vegas next year. I thought it was in London. Trust me, when it comes to someone paying for an exhibitor booth, they will take anybody. They don't care. That is a lot of candles. I'd have to sell each candle for like $100. Well, all right. So that's that. Now, let's Token. I have no desire to be over there. Now let's move on to topic number 2. The opinionated morons, name not all of them, just some of them, like Lindsay Lee, Soup I had an issue with today. Yeah, they denied Dolly because he's a criminal. I'm not a criminal. Where was it? Okay. Oh. All right, I forgot I restarted, so I have to find it again. Hold on. Bear with me. Yeah, I think they denied him for being a criminal. So for those of you guys that are into ghosts and stuff, just so you know, there's a channel, I was watching it before, there's a channel that is trying to buy the Conjuring house, and the crime community raised like $218,000 for the cause. I think that's pretty awesome. I was watching it earlier. The guy like gave an update or something. I don't want to be a host toker. I don't like most of them. Where was it? Okay. So back on, what day was this? Okay, it was exactly a month ago. I was blamed for these troll accounts. I made a video about it. So we're not going to watch the whole video, but I'm going to show, and this is for Jamal, because Jamal got caught in a crossfire today that I didn't even know about. I was waiting for the kid to get off the bus, you know, the kid I'm a nanny for. I was waiting for him to get off the bus, and I popped into Jamal's, and all of a sudden I see my name brought up, and I hear my name say, "Oh, that's Laura." And I'm like, "That's Laura. What the fuck are you talking about?" And Soup was like, "Yeah, that's Laura." So I'm backtracking and I see what it was about. And I rewound the video. I was like, fuck no, that ain't me. But I've already proved this, but that doesn't matter to them. Stole from everyone, and hey, burn toast, no them could get the @ symbol. Well, it took us a little while and I appreciate Wendy V rolling out who told me that, yes, Yarn, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. Line number 2, this person has perfect grammar. I do not. Will never, ever see me go in a chat with perfect grammar. It's not something that can be duplicated because it's just me. It's one of the reasons Capone always busted me out, because he knew the little things to look for to know it was me. I didn't even know that I was doing it, but he did. And that's how he always busted me. So whoever's cloning all these accounts has perfect grammar, never makes one spelling mistake, ever. Yeah, that is definitely not me. But I'm not going to give away the other telltale signs to know it's me, because obviously, you know, people that know it's me know how to know it's me. But they're using people of the past. So that completely wipes out half of this new community. Angela, who else did they name? Janelle. Angela, do you have any idea who Janelle is? I didn't think so. Davis fam, do you know who Janelle is? Probably not. So the fact that this person was bringing up certain names, when I just got a phone call 2 days ago that this particular psycho is so fucking mad at Janelle and Michelle, you want to know why? Because she's not getting our chat groups from 2019. So she is fucking freaking out. And she's starting all of this shit. And taken down. She gives herself away with these troll accounts. So now let me show you exactly. Nobody knows. So she's bringing up names and moons. Nobody knows who these people are. Janelle was an ex-Patreon. Michelle was an ex-Patreon. That's another thing. Moon. There is a mod of yours that you might want to double check looking into, because from what I heard, she's a clone and using someone else's info. So if you want to read to me. But there's an old saying, what's done in the dark will always come to light. And here we are.
So let's get into what was said. And first of all, let me state, I am not fucking stupid. I am not gonna go into someone's live and pretend that it's me under a fake account. I cannot even believe how many people don't give me enough fucking credit. That is ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Who the hell is going to be stupid?
And that happened today in Jamal's. That absolutely happened today. Because I went in there and Soup said, well, I thought it was you because they mentioned Vegas. What? What are you talking about? Why would I go into someone else's chat and mention fucking Vegas? Like, why would I? That doesn't even fit who I am or what I ever do. When do you ever see me go into a private chat? I'm sorry, into a chat and talk about fucking someone's business. I talk about my own business. I don't ever.
Stupid enough to be under a troll account and then pretend that, say things that make it look towards you. People that know me well enough that they knew it wasn't me. Other people, like Angela, who doesn't know me well, of course she thought it was me. And that was this psycho's fucking intention. But again, there's little things, which I'm going to go through. Let me pull up what I got. Hold on. I sent it to myself. Yarn exactly shows they do certainly. I know, it's pulling up everything.
That wasn't me, Toker. I didn't go into LCU at all. I never caused a stir there or anything.
Let me begin by stating 2 days ago, 2 fucking days ago, I get a phone call that this psycho is after Janelle and somebody else for not giving her a text that is said. Janelle, my close friend, told me to call CPS on MM. She said to do whatever it
Now you're fucking me up. All right, you can't hear me. Ugh. I'm breaking up. This is not my fucking day, let me tell you. Holy fuck. All right. I don't know who Tex is and not even sure who the fuck that is. But I find it interesting that they happen to use Janelle. And they're trying to get Janelle busted with MM. By the way, this is the account that went into whatchamacallit. And this is the account that Go Get Help. That's the account that went in Jamal's today. That's why this is important. Okay, Janelle had nothing to do with it. Janelle knew nothing about the call. So try again, bitch. Then they say, Janelle, my clothes. Oh, same one. Hold on. Nobody can move on. I told Carly to get a life. I don't even know who the fuck Carly is. An ex-Patreon deleted my whole Patreon page. Hundreds of members gone right before my daughter's wedding. Gee, didn't I just say that the other day, you fucking idiot? Hey, Rhodey. Welcome, Rhodey. Carly, tell me more. This psycho bitch is probably all of these accounts. I have 2 Amazon vouchers. If you have any use for them, I'll send you the codes. Are you fucking joking? Got it. Carly, it's not paranoia. Every private conversation I've ever had is now on YouTube forever. Nice try. But no, it's not. You just can't get a hold of these texts and you're freaking the fuck out. Okay. Sly Angel said Moon Laura's not in your chat, and I was not. Someone is cloning you. I could have shared their side, but left blame on me. Ask Janelle who brought the burner phone. I did, asshole. Is there a Sly Angel in your chat? It's a fake. Okay. I can't sound. When that's a fake Laura, just letting you know, okay, back to sleep. Thank you, Wendy V. But again, Wendy, that person is way close to you. Just warning. CPS caller. Drunk. That's Wendy V. I'm out if Laura gets on panel. And now here comes Ellie, which I know for a fact is not Ellie. Laura messaged me from the same account she sent me a link to go to on her other channel. I have nothing to do with this, but she's asking for a link. Okay, that is not true. And how do I know it's not true? I'm going to show you Ellie's accounts as well and how it's a fake. What's interesting, what people don't know, which I hadn't made public, but I'm going to make this public. Ellie and I know each other from when we were very young and didn't know it until very recently. We hung with the same people. She lived 5 minutes from me. Wild when we figured all this out. It was fucking wild. Ellie hasn't been on YouTube. She has been doing real life, which I'm not going to say, but I know what it is. I know where she is. She doesn't even know what the fuck is going on with Brittney. That's how clueless she is. Nice try, though, loser. But that is definitely not Ellie. And I'm going to prove to you that. Can't wait for Laura. That's a little overdone. And you could tell it's fake because it's so overdone. Gemini, you have no idea. When she told me where she grew up, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I said, dude, I was like 5 minutes from you, literally. I was like, that's crazy. And what's funny, too, is this Ellie, too, has the exact same personality as the one that's Go Get Help. Because that takes a genius to see. It's written the exact same way. It's written with no space after the period, exactly the way the other account was written. Gee, I wonder why. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, but John Crimes is the one who hasn't been around. I don't know what happened to him, but he has not been around in years. But again, same writing style, same personality. It's like one leaves and a new one comes in. So now let's get into the trolls, and then I will take that fucking apology. All right. This is my account. Okay. There's one thing YouTube did right. These symbols. as you can see, switch account. That's my account. I went in and showed it. Notice how it says get help -S7F. You can't duplicate that no matter how hard you try. All right. This is mine. Now let's go look at the fake one. The one that was in Moon's account. Bear with me a second. Hold on. I don't want to show something I shouldn't show. Okay. This is the one that was in Moon's account. Get help -71. Nice try, asshole, but that's not me. Buffering on my end. Oh, there it is. 9 subscribers. I have 105, I think, on that account. 105 subscribers. This channel has no content. As you can see, I have content. I have history. Nice fucking try, but you gotta be smarter than me. And this psycho is not. I knew it was gonna take some point. I was gonna fucking busted. A lot of creators and subs owe me an apology. So again, this is that fake account, this cloned account. One second. I just don't want to show something I shouldn't be showing. Okay. Here's the fake Ellie account. That is not Ellie's name. That is not Ellie's tag. So try again. But again, there's one thing that YouTube did right, and it's @ because you can duplicate a name, but you cannot duplicate an @ symbol. So anyone that sees somebody in their chats, do yourself a favor, go to that person's channel and take notice of what their @ symbol is. Then go to whoever's real account and see what the @ symbol is, and that's how you'll know if it's a clone. But stop fucking accusing people of shit that's not you. I mean, stop blaming people for shit without even checking. And some of these morons don't like to check. Okay, now, all right. So then what I did was I went into my account. I also told you guys that my that Go Get Help was under one of my candle accounts. I have said this from day one. So it's not like, oh, she must have changed it. There is your proof. Go Get Help, 100, I thought it was 105, 109 subscribers. Under the Intrepid Candles Company Gmail. I stated this when this account first started coming out or whatever. I specifically stated that you can tell it's me because it's under one of my main accounts, under my candle account. Said this from the beginning. So there it is in my fucking accounts. Nice fucking try, asshole. Just had to get them, like, we just had to fucking get them busted so we could get their @ symbol, and we finally fucking got it. So all these people that want to say that did exposés, you might want to look at yourself or your friends. Now, all right, that was it. All right, so here is a bigger version of my account and all the stuff you see on it. It's gethelp-S7F. Nice fucking try, though. You can never catch the trolls. Yarn, I got a great team behind me that are amazing at catching them. So, yeah, and you could see all the stuff that's on my page. And when I change the name on the account, you can see I privated videos. But yeah, it's all there. So fuck you, you psychotic fucking bitch. You know who you are. I know who you are. Everybody fucking knows who you are. And now there's this gnarly Carly account. Gee, I wonder where that came from. Carla? Duh. And no, I'm not saying that Carla is that person, but this psycho bitch, yeah, she would come up with those. I only know that fucking psycho. Because you don't understand, Angela. This chick fucking focuses on that. And she... And again, if someone doesn't believe me, they want to double check, just go into Moon's. Ask Moon to grab that URL. Fucking DC has had crazy. Now, Jamal told me tonight he got the link. So I'm very happy to hear that. Because all he has to do is double check it. But for Lindsay Lee, now Soup said to me today that she doesn't have a wrench, so she couldn't double check. All right, I'll give her that. I will. I'll give her that. But Lindsay Lee, you have a fucking wrench. You could have taken 2 seconds to check it, but you won't. Doesn't matter, Fanta. I mean, people swear it's not who they say it is, who I think it is, and it may not be, but I know it's someone from that group. So it may not be the exact person I thought it was in this video. That group. I do always get the blame. But I just cannot believe that even after I showed this proof over a month ago, they still sat in Jamal's going, that's Laura. That's Laura. Why don't you guys take 5 minutes to fucking watch the proof? And then you would know that it wasn't me. I mean, I know these people think I have all the time in the world to fuck with them. I don't. I don't give a fuck. I like Jamal. And I think Jamal likes me. And Jamal's new to the scene. And he's new to the community. But he's a very nice guy. I mean, honestly, he is. So when I saw he was live today, and I was like, oh, I'll go support him. You know, I was waiting for the kid to get off the bus, and I was like, I'll go support him. But you have these idiot fucking haters. And these idiot haters that don't even fucking know me. For Soup to even think, I mean, this is the same woman who fucking accused me of purposely going at her because I said someone else's name. It was fucking weird. But these are the same fucking people that just run with whatever they hear without checking anything. No, Soup, sorry, it's not me. And stop listening to fucking Lindsay Lee, who's a liar, and you may figure out, hey, Laura's shown the proof more than once. So maybe it's really not her. I mean, the URLs, the @ symbols do not match. Lindsay, why don't you go look, since you have a wrench, why don't you go fucking look and see what the URL is before you fucking run your mouth about me? No, that would be too easy. I understand Soup doesn't have a wrench. I get it. But ask one of the mods, hey, can you do me a favor? Just grab the URL, check the URL. You're a fucking mod. That's what mods are supposed to do. But now when it comes to me, doesn't fucking matter. Shit's ridiculous. But like this, the person that's pretending to be me, they're so blatantly obvious that it's not me. Like I said before, who fucking goes into a chat under a troll name and starts acting like saying stuff that you said on a live? Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Because a total fucking moron would do that. That's not how I roll. And I've been pretty preoccupied the last couple of months. Sorry, I don't have time for your fucking bullshit. And I'm not saying that to Soup. I'm saying that in general. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't have time for it. I come on my own panel. I say what the fuck I gotta say. I go into others to support. I don't start shit. I don't fucking hate anybody. I call it as I see it. Plain and simple. And then when the truth comes out and people find out I'm right, then all of a sudden, then they hate on me even more because, God forbid, Laura's right. Meanwhile, Laura's right a hell of a lot more than she's ever wrong when it comes to a lot of things, but that don't matter to these people. So let's bash Laura as much as we fucking can to give her no credibility, even though she's usually right. And it turns out that she's right. But let's try to bash her even more. Fuck all the way off. That's why I say people fucking would put aside their shit, listen to what I say. They might learn something. And that's a fact. But whatever. So the last thing I want to say, and then I'm getting off because I got to work on this website. But one of the things that I do want to say is I know that some Patreons that have been with me for years have left because they're not familiar with Ko-Fi. I want you guys to understand, anytime you see that buy me a coffee, that's Ko-Fi. And it's not. Now, if you pay through PayPal, that goes directly to me. I believe that credit cards do too. It goes through Square. If you use a credit card, it goes through Square. If you use PayPal, it comes directly to me. So please don't think that you're putting your credit card on with a company that you don't know or that you don't feel comfortable with. Because honestly, I get payments immediately. It goes right to me. And I also have a Square account that I have through my business, so I set that up through it. So I literally lost like 3 people over this reason. So I just wanted everyone to know it's not what you think. Ko-Fi is not a scam. It's not some small company, and like I said, anytime you see a creator with the buy me a coffee, that's Ko-Fi. So I hope that clears it up. But before I lose my voice again, because I see it's going, I am going to get off. I want to say thank you guys. I saw I got a few cash apps. I want to thank you for that. Really, really appreciate it. Much help to the cause. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here, especially the ones that stuck it out for the whole 2.5 hours. And that's it. I'm going to go work on the website for a little while because I have to. And get that up and running. All right. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. I got to work tomorrow during the day, so I'll be around tomorrow night. Peace.